Corn season is here. You can find it being sold everywhere. And if you're a fan of boiled corn, this is a must-try. But hey, have you ever wondered why street corn tastes so much better than the one you cook at home? Here's the secret. They add two special ingredients, and that's exactly what makes it so addictive. If you're still just boiling corn in plain water, oh man, you're really missing out. That's like trying to grill without fire. It just doesn't work. Street vendors know the trick. They add two secret ingredients that totally transform the corn, make it super soft, buttery sweet, and melt in your mouth delicious. And guess what? You can do the exact same thing, right in your own kitchen. Today, I'm going to share those simple hacks and show you how to make boiled corn that tastes just like the ones sold on the street. Simple tips, big flavor. Let's get into it. Before cooking corn, many people tend to peel off all the husks. But actually, that's not the right way. When boiling corn, it's best to leave on a thin layer of husk. This helps preserve the natural aroma of the kernels. Corn boiled this way turns out softer and chewier. On the other hand, fully peeled corn often ends up bland and watery after boiling. So don't skip this step when you boil corn. Now, let's trim off the top and bottom ends of the peeled corn. The top usually has corn silk. Cut off any dry or yellowed parts, since they might carry bugs. Trimming both ends makes the corn cleaner, easier to wash, and helps it fit better into the pot. And while we're at it, don't throw away all the corn silk. Corn silk is rich in nutrients. You should boil it together with the corn to retain that nutrition. In traditional Chinese medicine, corn silk, also called dragon whiskers, is often used to make herbal tea in the summer. It's even a folk remedy that helps cool the body and reduce swelling. It's really good for your health. In my hometown, elderly folks even go out just to collect fresh corn silk to brew for tea. It's kind of amazing how we can connect from anywhere in the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to hit that button. It really means a lot to have your support. Thanks so much for being here. Now place the prepped corn into a large bowl, rinse it thoroughly, then add a bit of table salt. Pour in enough clean water to fully cover the corn, and use your hand to stir the salt until it dissolves. Once the salt is dissolved, place a plate on top to keep the corn submerged and let it soak for about 10 minutes. Adding salt during rinsing helps clean it better, since salt has disinfecting properties and can pull out hidden dirt. If the corn is dirty, just a few minutes of soaking will draw the dirt out. When the soaking time is up, drain the water and rinse the corn again. Do one final rinse, and you're good to go. The corn is now completely clean. Now we can get to the actual cooking. Put the corn into a pot and add a tablespoon of salt. There's an old saying, want it sweet? Add a pinch of salt. Older folks all know this trick. Adding a bit of salt while boiling makes corn taste better. Salt not only helps retain moisture, making the kernels plump and juicy, but it also enhances the natural sweetness of the corn. It really brings out the flavor and boosts the sweetness to the max. Just make sure to use only a small spoonful. Too much will backfire. Next, grab some baking soda, regular stuff you have at home, and add 1 spoonful, especially if you're boiling sticky, waxy corn. A little baking soda helps soften the corn, and for those who know a bit about nutrition, corn contains niacin, vitamin B3, but it only gets released when exposed to an alkaline solution. So, adding a bit of baking soda not only improves the texture, but also helps your body absorb more nutrients. Now pour in enough cold water to cover the corn. This is important. Starting with cold water lets the aroma of the corn slowly release as the water heats up, making it more fragrant while cooking. If you drop the corn into already boiling water, the starch inside will react too quickly and solidify, making the corn tough and chewy, even if it was super fresh to begin with. So turn on the heat and start cooking with the corn already in the cold water. Bring it to a boil on high heat. Once it's been boiling for about 5 minutes, flip the corn so it cooks evenly, Then lower to medium heat and cook for another 5 minutes. At that point, it should be perfectly done. Don't overcook it, or you'll lose nutrients and end up with hard kernels. When time's up, lift the lid. Wow, the smell is amazing. A sweet, comforting aroma fills the air. That's the classic corn smell we all know and love. Once the corn is cooked, take it out right away. Leaving it in the pot too long can cause nutrients to leach into the water, and the flavor will suffer. Corn boiled this way turns out bright, sweet, soft, chewy, and packed with nutrients. By the way, where are you watching this from? Drop a comment below. I'd love to know how far this little kitchen tip is traveling. Now is the golden time to enjoy some corn, guys. It's in season, super fresh, and everywhere in the markets. So if you love boiled corn, go grab a few ears and cook some up for your family to enjoy. But hold on a second. Here's a quick but super important reminder. When buying corn, make sure you're choosing the right type for your taste. If you're craving sweet corn but accidentally pick sticky, waxy corn, sorry, no matter how you cook it, it's just not going to give you that sweet, fragrant flavor you're hoping for. And the other way around, if you're in the mood for chewy, sticky corn but end up with sweet corn, the result might leave you a little disappointed. So, when picking corn, make sure it matches your and your family's preferences. Once you've got the right kind, the rest is a breeze. Just boil it the way I've shown you. And whether it's sticky or sweet, the final result will be absolutely delicious. It might even be better than the corn sold on the street. Sweet, fragrant, soft, and chewy. Just the way you like it. Once you take a bite, you'll be hooked. It's seriously hard to stop. I'm pretty sure every time you boil corn, you end up cooking a big full pot, right? Personally, I always make a lot in one go. It just feels like a waste of gas to boil only a few. But what if you make too much and can't finish it all in one day? No worries at all. I've got a super simple and super effective tip coming up to help you keep your boiled corn fresh, just like it was freshly made. Grab some plastic wrap and lay it out on the table. Then, wrap each ear of corn individually. Wrap them tightly and press out all the air to fully seal each piece. Using plastic wrap not only keeps out air and prevents moisture loss, but also helps protect the corn from bacteria and dust. Once wrapped, place the corn in the fridge to chill. This way, it won't dry out or develop any odd smells while frozen. Next time you want to eat it, just steam it for a few minutes, or warm it up in hot water, and it's ready to enjoy. You can even reboil it. It's perfect for breakfast or an afternoon snack. Quick, easy, and time-saving. This storage method works amazingly well. The corn stays fresh for up to 6 months. Every time you reheat it, the taste is still sweet, fragrant, soft, and chewy, almost exactly like the day you made it. And hey, don't toss out that leftover boiling water. That's what I call natural sweet water. It keeps all the corn flavor and holds tons of healthy nutrients too. Refreshing, nourishing, and nothing goes to waste. Pretty awesome, right? Boiling corn with the silk still on doesn't just preserve that signature corn aroma. It also boosts the overall nutrition of the dish. So today, I've shared a few super simple tips with you to make corn as delicious as the kind sold on the street. What do you think? If you picked up a helpful trick today, don't forget to save it and try it out at home. And hey, if you found this video useful, feel free to tap that like button and subscribe so you won't miss the next tip. Thanks so much for watching. I hope your boiled corn turns out absolutely amazing. I've got plenty of fun and practical videos waiting for you every day. Just tap my profile picture to check them out. I'm Click from Click DIY. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, and have a fantastic day.